Good morning. It's like 4 a.m. and we're leaving the hostel. Welcome to beautiful Moscow. I got here yesterday. Yeah, I was pretty tired, so I didn't film. But yeah, I mean, it's Moscow. I'm staying at the same hotel as yesterday, or not as yesterday. I'm staying at the same hotel, same hostel I stayed at in St. Petersburg, which is a really good one. It's called Strawberry Duck. Maybe later on I'll give you a tour, but it's a really good place. So the funny thing is, I went to one hostel and they rejected me because my registrations are all fucked up. Excuse my language. But I guess I like registered only for 7 days or something, and then I just registered again when I went to Kirov. So I registered once in St. Petersburg, registered again in Kirov, and then now I'm in Moscow for only 2 days, so I don't have to register. But they said my registration was expired, so they couldn't check me in. So I just went to this place, Strawberry Duck, where I was at last time. Yeah, they didn't. No one has ever checked my registration, so it's very rare. But I honestly have no idea how registration works. I guess you need to be registered for the entire time that you're here, but I don't know, like, so who knows, when I leave the country, they might check my registration and they might be like, all right, well, you weren't registered for the whole time, so you need to pay a fine or whatever, which is no problem. But honestly, I had no idea. It's probably because I don't know, sometimes I just feel really stupid. Like, I feel like I just don't know anything. But so yeah, I left that hostel and came here. This one honestly is like way better. It's way more in the center, so I wasn't really feeling the first one anyways, so it's not a big deal. Like but I understand that everyone has their policies. Oh, look at this hotel. Everyone has their policies and procedures. So yesterday Moscow is no joke, man. Like, I got such a wave of impressions, but I didn't film anything. Moscow's like super busy. It's like, obviously not now because it's 4 a.m, but it will be busy. It's probably busy now, just not right here. But way more upscale, just really upscale. It reminds me of like a Russian New York. Everything is on another level. Like, the cars are better, everyone dresses better. I saw some guy wearing like the fanciest outfit and I was like, holy. Now I understand when people say like there's a difference between a Russian and a Muscovite, you know? There's definitely more sense of like money here, and it makes me self-conscious. It makes me feel how I feel like when I'm in New York, that I want to dress up better. I need a haircut. Yeah, I need a haircut. I haven't been able to make an appointment, so my hair is looking crazy. But I'm honestly, if you ask me, I'm not a fan of like crowded places anymore. I used to love the city, man. I used to be upset. Like, it's so funny how I've changed, because like maybe like when I was younger, this would be exactly, I would be obsessed with this. I'd be like, yes, I want to live here where all the people are at. And now it's like, oh my gosh, like I have just a totally different idea about it. But I mean, there's just so much sensory overload. If I'm gonna show you the hostel later, the hostel is crazy. It's just so nice. I have like this thing about I don't know, like it's a fake design for like gimmicks, you know what I mean? But everything here is so well designed. And in St. Petersburg too. It feels like it's intentional. It feels like it has meaning. You know, there's a purpose behind it. Compared to a lot of, these are just my ideas, but like compared to some stuff, you know, like in the West, it seems, or not in the West, but like, you know, you build something and you put a bunch of design stuff as a gimmick, and there's no history behind it. There's no like, you kind of just throw it up there and it just seems super fake. But here everything just seems kind of like there's more of a like intent behind it, and there's more of a meaning and durability and longevity to it. But my first thought, like coming into Moscow, is like, yep, it's another Russian city. I've only been to 3 Russian cities, but I get the impression that most, and this is a good thing to me, like it's like a comforting thing, that most Russian cities are very similar. And it's so good because it's like reliable, you know. You go to any Russian city, you know they're gonna have a Petrorochka, they're gonna have the certain stores, they're gonna have this and that. It's gonna look a certain way, and people are gonna be a certain way. And to me, like, that's one of those sociological things that I find like super fascinating. Is that I think, is that like from the Soviet days when everything was kind of uniform and the same? But I think it's really cool, and I don't know if it's just me or if that's like a Russian thing, but I'm pretty sure it's like a Russian thing. Like, you go to Moscow, yeah, it's different, it's upscale, it's busy, but it's Russian at the end of the day. Like, there's Russian people and it has Russian stuff in it, and people kind of act the same, in a way. But wow, look at that. I'm sure, dude, there's probably so much to see here that there's no way I could capture everything. There's so much. Yeah, but Moscow is definitely intense. My first impression on it from just being here like a couple hours is that it's like definitely like a Russian New York City, if you can make the comparison. Not as, just because that's like the only comparison that I can make. But yeah, I don't know where I'm gonna go. To be honest, me at this stage of life, I'm not super into it. But, and I don't know why, but I'm just gonna walk around and see what I can see, okay? I think I've been talking too much, but I get the sense that there's like a lot of people that have been out since last night. Just so much activity, a lot of city life type stuff. People that have just been up last night, from last night, still partying, taking cabs home or whatever. I'm like, it's cool, but I'm like so not into that. I went to bed at like 8 p.m. last night, and yeah, up by 4, so we're gonna walk to, I don't know, Red Square. I don't know what else to do. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, this isn't anything about the city or anything, but I do not like it. I mean, it's not for me. I could tell already. I don't mean that it's bad, but it's just for me. I already kind of knew that Moscow was not going to be my vibe, because I'm like, I'm not into city life stuff anymore. It's too hectic for me. People are like, I'm just not excited about life like that. Trying to chill and like, I don't know, just have be like running around everywhere. I'm just not trying to do that anymore. I like, to be honest with you, I like the vibe of St. Petersburg, and I feel bad saying it because I know it sounds like I'm talking bad about it, but no, I mean, it's awesome. It's fun. It's like vibrant. People are out, you know, doing. It reminds me of New York. New York is like that too. It's like, not to compare it to New York, but it's like city, like high city life. You know, everything, every day's an adventure. Like you're going out and everything is like a huge adventure. Which is cool. It's cool. But I don't know, I feel like I did that already, and I'm kind of just not into it anymore. Sad. I know. It's sad. It makes me sound old. I don't, to be honest, I don't think I've ever really been a city person. I think I just kind of tried to convince myself that I was, but I don't know what I am. Oh, but look at this. There's one thing about Moscow is like, you could find anything you want here. Anything. There's way more variety of stuff, even at the grocery store. Wow, look at those shoes, man. Those shoes are nice. You could probably find more selection of like products and goods and soda. They still have Coca-Cola Zero here. I was like, what? I thought they ran out. That guy's walking out of like a lounge at like 4 in the morning on a Thursday. Which is fine. It's fine. Maybe I'm the one stuck in the paradigm. You know, I'm stuck in the box. These people, they're living free, you know? That's awesome. Maybe I'll change my mind about the city and come back and live in Moscow. I'll turn into a city boy. I'll get a haircut. Yeah. What did he say? Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna walk to like the Red Square, I guess. I'm gonna be a tourist for real. It doesn't disappoint though. Look at the architecture, man. It's just on another level. It's just, it's on the whole. Wait till I show you the hostel too. There's like a basement level that is like all brick. It looks like a medieval dungeon. It's amazing. It's just on another level, bro. It's honestly, it's like, if you thought even St. Petersburg is good, it seems like this is just even on a whole nother level. It's so amazing. I wonder if there's other places in the world that are like this amazing. But man, you got me thinking, man, about like, have you guys heard of FOMO, like fear of missing out? I feel like I spent so much of life adjusting out of city life. I used to be obsessed with the city and like doing city stuff from like New York or Chicago. And then even New York, I felt like was too hectic for me. I was like always trying to fit in, and I was like always overwhelmed by how there's too many people. It was like so much action going on. It was overwhelming. And then Chicago felt like, okay, this is better. It's like a big city, but it's not as fast paced. Guys, can you see this? What the heck? This is like it's too much, man. It's what is this? Look at these. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so that's why, anyway, I mean, that's crazy. The color, the green, you know, I love that green color. Obsessed with that green color right there. But look at the intricacy of the stonework, bro. This is holy. But yeah, that's why I had to come out early to like miss all the people. I need some alone time. But I'm happy to be back in the hostel around other people. I've been kind of isolated in my apartment. I've been pretty isolated in my apartment for like the past 2 months. I kind of need to be around people because I might start spiraling. But I'm honestly happy to be back going home and working again. And but yeah, what if I did get back into city life? Because I feel like I spent all these years adjusting out of city life and discovering like how cool the Midwest is and how slow of a pace it is. But what if I got back into it? Nah, I don't think it's definitely not for me. It's just too busy, man. It's too busy. It's too much going on. Anyway, I gotta go. I gotta figure out where I'm going. Look at this right here. Look at that. It's like a wooden roof. Again, beautifully carved, intricate, ornate. The brick. I don't know, whatever, if that's like a steeple or what. The like smooth brick. It's like brick, but they smooth. Or is it brick? And look at those windows, man. Wow. I don't know what it is. I'm not gonna look it up, but I was wondering if there is a Russian version of. There's a show called Sex and the City in New York, which was really popular, and it was like about. It really put New York as like, it was like for women at least to come and just have like a big city adventure. And I wonder if there's a show like that about Moscow, because I could definitely see not quite like Sex and the City, but maybe like similar. I don't know if I could walk down here. Okay, so here we got the Moskva River. Honestly, in the camera, it looks pretty good. Wow. It looks better than it looks in person on camera. But yeah, I mean, it's cool. I'm comparing it to the Neva River in St. Petersburg. And for some reason I just remember the Neva River being like just way more what's it called? Like just way more grand. I think it was way wider and more like impressive or whatever. But yeah, this is the Moskva River. Looks nice on camera. Yeah. Guys, what do you think about my opinion? Honestly, my opinion as soon as I got here is I wasn't feeling it. You think it's bad? I don't mean to be offensive, but I'm you know, I'm honest about like my own, who cares about my opinion, but at the end of the day, like it's me. So that, I think that's the point of these channels, is that you're watching a person and his like their perspective on stuff. But yeah, I don't know what that is over there, and I'm not gonna, you know, also I don't know anything about this city whatsoever. I don't like looking stuff up about places, and I prefer to see things, and then maybe if I like it, I'll look it up later. There's like in Kirov, I definitely was interested in looking up the history of it and finding out more about it. And then in St. Petersburg, kind of. I don't know if you can relate, but man, sometimes I wish like I was like still a kid, because in my head I'm still a kid. I want to be a kid, but I'm like not anymore. And I just want to like not, I just want to like, I don't know. I feel like as an adult you have to care about this stuff and look everything up. If not, you just appear childish. Look at all those Mercedes, huh? I'm not a fancy car guy at all. The thing is, I feel like living in Moscow, like imagine, I could already imagine, like if I were to live here, I would have to become a totally different person. I'd have to just dress nicer, which is cool, but I feel like you just, under the pressure of everyone else dressing nice, now I have to dress nice, because if not, I look like a bum. I would have to just get fancier stuff, and I don't like doing that. So we crossed the river and everything kind of feels different. I don't know what that building is, but this here, I'm not a fan of this kind of modern stuff compared to that old stuff. Like, okay, this is fine, right? Like, it's fine, but I mean, compared to that other stuff, I mean, you can't even compare, you know? But it is what it is. Like, yeah, we're just gonna keep walking. But yeah, I don't think city life is for me. I think it's too much pressure to elevate yourself, but in a certain way, a very materialistically kind of way. Very like fast paced. Oh my gosh, I honestly hate that type of lifestyle, the fast paced lifestyle, like going out to like dinner and then going out to drinks and then like staying up until 5 in the morning and then taking a cab home. I mean, oh man, I'm so done with that. I'm so done with that. Yeah, man, it's not for me anymore. And then I feel so lame saying that at the same time. I'm like, but I feel like if I ended up working here, I definitely wouldn't be living that upscale lifestyle. As an English teacher, I mean, nah, you're not living like that. You probably live on the outskirts of town. Dude, where am I? But, you know, all that's just my opinion. But objectively, in general, I mean, Moscow has everything. I mean, it looks like it has literally everything that you can hope for. I'm walking towards the Red Square, and I could already tell you guys that I'm not super into it. I'm not really into like looking at general tourist stuff, but I figure I'm only here for 2 days. Let's just do tourist stuff. I'm only here for 2 days, so let's walk down here. Yeah, I'm not super into it, but honestly, I don't know where else to go. But yeah, like I was saying, like, yeah, Moscow, this, in spite of just I'm not being into it personally, just because of like where I'm at in like life right now. But I mean, it has everything, so much selection, so much variety. It feels like it has everything you could ever want. Obviously, people are up at like 4:30 in the morning from the night before at bars and lounges and having a good time with their friends. And that's what life's all about, man. Making memories, in my opinion. Making memories. Because that's what you remember in life, all the good times that you had with your friends. So might as well enjoy it and have a good old time. Nice. The craftsmanship of the brickwork, it never ceases to amaze me. Look, we have a cathedral here. Very beautiful, of course. Very beautiful. So today it should be getting up to about 29 degrees Celsius, maybe 28. No, 80? No, 75 or 28 degrees Celsius. What do you guys think about Moscow? Is it a place that you would want to live? Is it a place that you would want to visit? Do you prefer big cities, or do you prefer village life, or do you prefer somewhere in the middle? Maybe a smaller city, but still kind of like maybe Yekaterinburg, even though Yekaterinburg is big, or it's like St. Petersburg, which is big but completely different vibe than Moscow for sure. I'm in love with St. Petersburg. So I don't know if we can get out of here. Check out that cool basketball court. I wonder if we can go in there. Nah, it's a school. Is that a school? I think it's a school. Yeah. I mean, why I thought this guy was looking dead at me when I was walking. He looks like he's looking right at me. Oh man. Oh, even in Moscow, they still have my favorite. You already know, I love this stuff. What material is this? It's like aluminum, right? I think it's aluminum. Yep, Armani houses. That's how you know it's good. Because it's Armani. Oh yeah. Moscow. Top tier city though, man. Top tier. Top class. First class. Super impressed. And remember, without the guys that climb up there and build all that stuff, none of this would exist. So much respect to the guys that climb up on those buildings and put bricks down and do all the work to build the buildings. Oh yeah. This is a better vibe right here where I'm at. Honestly, I have no clue where I'm going. I don't think I'm gonna visit any particular sites because I just don't care. Like the Red Square and stuff like that, I don't know, I'm just not interested in that. I'm just gonna walk around. But there's no one out here. I'm surprised. Is it like a holiday this week or no? Honestly, I say honestly too much. I'm always honest. But I was on the train yesterday, and I remember there's some moment where I woke up or something, and I was just like, sometimes I just wake up and I remember that I'm in Russia. Like I wake up and I just see Russian everywhere. Everyone's speaking Russian. And I'm like, it's like, you know, like a dream come true to be in Russia. I've been here for like 5 months. And yeah, I'm going back to the States. I'm gonna come back though, but it's like to wake up and feel like you're living in some kind of fantasy, like you're living in a dream. It's so cool, man. I'm so happy that I got to visit Russia for so long. And anytime that I'm here, I'm just so happy. Russia has taught me a lot of stuff, honestly, about it's given me a lot of like life lessons. Like Russia has taught me how to be more patient. I used to be always like pissed off, you know, like not pissed off, but I would get annoyed easily. And just being in Russia has taught me to just be more patient and more kinder, more respectful. Because I realized, like, you know, when you have a problem like that, like an attitude problem, yeah, it could be stuff in your environment that makes you, like, you know, annoyed, or have like a person that, like, you get always angry, like, you know, like, or you're always short-tempered with people, or you don't want to talk to people, you know, and then you think it's the environment that you're in, but really, when you go to a new place that you like, you realize, no, it's like, actually, it could have started out with people, but eventually it becomes a you problem. And that goes with everything, or most things. Like, even with the city life stuff, it's like, have I convinced myself that city life isn't for me because of New York? But now I actually find a good city like Moscow, but I can't adapt anymore. And it's like, well, that's not a city problem anymore. It's a me problem. So it really makes you think. And I'm realizing that it's important to stay open-minded, meaning, like, you can't get stuck in one mode, or else you need to keep evolving and growing. And it's painful when you think you have life figured out and then it switches up on you, and you have to stay flexible to adapt. And that requires, because it's easy to think, oh, you have it all figured out and now you can just coast, but life is always changing, you're changing, and I need to be adaptable always, and to learn new things and realize, hey, maybe I didn't have it all figured out. Maybe there's always something new to learn, you know. But at the same time, you do acquire knowledge as you're living life through your experiences. But maybe it's worthwhile to every once in a while test what you think you know and see if it's still valid, because things are always changing. Like, for example, during COVID, I don't know, I had this mentality like that the world was over and like nothing would be the same, to just get used to not having anything and or whatever. But now everything's opened up and people have moved on, and I realized, like, a part of me is still stuck in like COVID mode, like, kind of like thinking that, I don't know, that an apocalypse happened and like I'm hiding in a bunker or something. And it's like, well, you know, you have to like adapt from that mindset. I don't know where I'm at. Oh man, this city's so big. But yeah, like, what I'm trying to say is that, I guess, you just have to be aware and be open to adapting and just adjusting to different things. And it's a challenge, but it must be done. So yeah, I've definitely learned. I think I've made some good progress personally, learning about myself and my personality. And Russia's definitely taught me to be respectful, be cool with people, because people are really cool in Russia. People are super respectful, and it's like, wow, you know, it's just like really, again, like, just impressive. Sometimes you deal with Russians, they're just cool people, man. It makes you just want to be a part of like Russia. You get a sense of community more, you know. I should have crossed right there. Fuck. Russia, there's a sense that like everyone is kind of like, yeah, we're different, but there's a sense of community. I can't put my finger on it. And like, yeah, we're all different, but we're all kind of in, you know, we're all here together. And I don't know, like, in my head, I'm definitely could be wrong about this, but I always think, hey, is that does that come from like Russia's past and it being like kind of a socialist type of deal? And because that's, to me, it's a good thing. It's a good thing to feel like you're like, yeah, you're not friends, you're not related, but there's a sense of respect and courtesy among everyone, I feel like. And I know I could be wrong, but it's just a real feeling that I have all the time. And yeah, sorry for rambling. But yeah, I'm kind of excited to be a tourist for today. I'm only here for 2 days, so it's tourist time. I usually hate tourist stuff, but I'm gonna embrace it today. It's gonna be a pure tourist. Look what I found. Hopefully I could get a haircut today, that would be nice. Without having to make an appointment. Look what I found. Are there pull-up bars? No. Never mind. Look at the beautiful soil. It's so like dark. Yeah, I don't know where we're going, but we're going somewhere. Let's check it out. To be honest, I don't even know what metro I'm at. Isn't that dumb? Just got off at some random spot. Gorgeous station. All the workers are taking the train. I could never, man. That work life. Where the tourists are at. We're headed down to Kreml. We took the train to Belaruskaya Vokzal, Stanция Belaruskaya Vokzal, and hopefully we can get a haircut. That's me and my phone. I love swings. Bro, Moscow's too big. I'm already tired of filming. I was gonna go to the Red Square. This big hill. Like I said, I don't know. I got caught up. I don't know, I just changed my mind about going to Red Square, so I'm kind of ready to leave, honestly. Funny thing is, I knew I wouldn't be feeling Moscow. I knew it really wouldn't be my thing, and I was right. I hadn't even been here before, and I kind of knew it. But it is really nice though. Climbing this hill. Ton of people here. So many people. Look at this. What is that? There's a big statue up that street, but I really don't want to walk all the way over there just for this statue. I'm not gonna lie, this feels right here like St. Petersburg. Right here. I'm doing a little workout in the little park. The good thing about a place like Moscow that's so big is that I feel like nobody looks at you. It's like big city stuff. You can just kind of do your own thing. Nobody really looks at you too much. I'm doing pull-ups at that bar over there. But yeah. See that van? I used to have that van. It's a Dodge Caravan. Decent car. Not the best probably now, but it's all right. Yeah, I'm working out a little bit. Kids are playing. It's probably about 28 degrees again today, maybe 29. But we'll see what I do after this. I'm gonna put all these clips together. It's gonna make a long ass video. Look, y'all, it's the first McDonald's in Russia. No, I'm just kidding. Look, there's a big Russian flag. I'm not gonna lie, you guys, I'm pretty done with Moscow. I'm ready to go. I can't lie. That's why I always say, honestly, I'm being honest, because I gotta be honest. But look, that's a cool Russian flag right there, right?